The skies over Europe belonged to the Luftwaffe. When German pilots first saw the newest American fighter, they didn't feel fear. They laughed. It was huge, bulky. It looked more like a flying barrel than a fighter. German pilots gave it a nickname, Der Fliegende Backstein, the flying brick. Within months, that brick would become one of their worst nightmares. Its name was the P-47 Thunderbolt. Compared to the sleek Messerschmitt Bf 109 and the deadly Focke-Wulf 190, the Thunderbolt looked ridiculous. It weighed nearly 8 tons, as much as some bombers. It had a gigantic radial engine, and it was the heaviest single-engine fighter of World War I. German pilots believed a plane this heavy could never turn fast enough to survive combat. To them, it looked like easy prey. They were about to be proven very wrong. The P-47 wasn't designed to be elegant. It was designed to survive. Its mission was simple: escort American bombers deep into Germany and bring pilots home alive. Engineers gave it a turbocharger the size of a small car. Thick armor plating one of the most powerful engines ever installed in a fighter. Beauty was never the goal. Survival was. Spring 1943. Thunderbolts began escorting B-17 bombers into occupied Europe. German fighters attacked confidently. They were used to tearing American formations apart. But something strange happened. The P-47s didn't fall. They took hits and kept flying. German pilots noticed something unsettling. They were hitting the Thunderbolt again and again. But it didn't explode. It didn't burn. It didn't fall apart. It kept fighting. One German pilot later admitted, "We shot at it like a bomber, and it still came home." The Thunderbolt was practically a flying tank. Armor behind the pilot's self-sealing fuel tanks, massive radial engine acting as a shield, turbocharger buried deep in the fuselage. It could lose huge sections of the aircraft and still fly. Pilots lovingly nicknamed it the Jug, and they trusted it with their lives. But the Thunderbolt's true power wasn't its armor. It was hidden in the wings. 8 Browning .50 caliber machine guns, each one capable of shredding a fighter in seconds. Together, they fired up to 100 rounds per second. The P-47 wasn't just a fighter. It was a flying storm of bullets. German pilots loved head-on attacks. Against the Thunderbolt, this was a fatal mistake. When the P-47 opened fire, the sky turned into a wall of tracer rounds. Luftwaffe fighters simply vanished in the storm. The laughter stopped. The Thunderbolt wasn't the best turn fighter, but it ruled the sky in altitude and dive speed. It attacked from above, fired its guns, then dove away faster than German fighters could follow. Trying to chase a diving Thunderbolt often meant death. Soon, German pilots began avoiding Thunderbolts. Then things got worse. Now the P-47s were hunting them. The Americans had taken control of the fight. Then the Thunderbolt gained a new role: ground attack. It could carry bombs, rockets, and its devastating 8 machine guns for German troops on the ground. It became a nightmare. The Germans called them Jabos, Jagdbombers. When Thunderbolts appeared, convoys scattered, trains stopped, tanks hid, but there was nowhere to hide. Stories of Thunderbolt survivability became legendary. Aircraft returned, with wings shredded, with tails nearly torn off, with hundreds of bullet holes, and still landed safely. The Luftwaffe stopped laughing. Now German pilots warned each other, "Watch out, Thunderbolts." It was no longer a joke. It was respect and fear. They laughed at it first. War has a way of teaching respect very quickly. Because this big, loud, bulky fighter became one of the Luftwaffe's most feared enemies. The P-47 Thunderbolt proved one simple truth: sometimes the deadliest fighter in the sky looks like a flying brick.